Hey, just because I teach on the Church of Brotherly Love that we have no walls and no overhead doesn't mean I don't believe in community and that we need each other in community. And so let me tell you a story like this. There was a man who died and went to heaven, and upon arrival, he met one of God's doormen. And he told the doorman, he says, I'm so thankful to be here. I just can't express, words cannot express how grateful I am to be here. He said, but with all that being said, can I see just a glimpse of what hell was going to be like, what that looked like? I can see what I missed. And so the doorman says, right this way. And so he goes and opens the door. And upon opening the door, he sees a big pot of stew, and around the stew in this wall were these people that were chained to the wall. And so they couldn't reach the stew that was too far away from them, and they were each given a big, long-handled spoon like this, a big, long-handled spoon. So what their problem was, they were all starving. They would dip it into the pot, but then they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it back to their mouth. They couldn't eat, so they were starving. They had it all over them. It was a mess. It was flies and stuff everywhere. It was disgusting. And he was just like, the guy was like, oh, can we please leave? I see this is horrible. Half of them were dead. So he shut the door. He says, let's go to the next one. So he opens the next door, and big pot of stew, same room. People all stand around with these big long-handled spoons. And only this time, these people are laughing and they're having a good time. They look well fed and they're getting along. And he's like, I don't understand what's going on. And he says, look, the first group, they only knew how to feed themselves, and they were starving. They couldn't get their food back in their mouth. But the second group, they actually went and fed their neighbor. So it's real important to understand how and why we live in community, okay? And we need to love each other and support each other, and that's what Christ's second commandment was to love one another, okay? And that does not mean trust them, but that means love them and support them, okay? And we trust those that are in our inner circle, but we love those others, even those who hate us. We love them, we pray for them, and we try to give them good tidings. All that being said, that's how we do church.